My name is Elad Yakobowicz. I am a consultant for Boson Protocol, and my role is to serve as a subject matter expert, providing strategic insight and ideation about NFTs and the metaverse to support the Boson team. Boson Protocol's goal is decentralized commerce. If you think about how the purchase of NFTs currently functions through smart contracts, it's all very automated. That's decentralized commerce already taking its first steps, and it's a relatively trustless interaction. Boson Protocol wants to enable people to achieve this with physical items. When you have something physical, you still require trust between human beings. Centralized platforms solve this by asking you to trust them instead of your trading partner. For instance, eBay has an entire mediation department where if you don't get your item or aren't satisfied with it for whatever reason, you have a third party to hold accountable and complain to. One would imagine that this is quite costly. With blockchain and smart contracts, everything is peer-to-peer, and there are usually no such third parties to hold accountable. That means that it requires a lot of trust in a world defined by pseudo-anonymity and long wallet addresses, or aliases instead of real names. Doing so with digital items is easy, but with physical items, it becomes fundamentally more complex. The way that Boson solves this is by using NFTs to gamify the behavior between two parties in such a way that they always seek the best outcome, which according to the protocol design occurs when both parties are satisfied. Reduce trust without the middleman. Transactions in the metaverse are important because much like the gaming niche has grown into a next-gen social network, according to common consensus, the metaverse perhaps represents the evolution not just of the internet, but of the entire human experience. It's no longer passé to want to hang out or do business per se, or share other common human experiences in a place that is all digital and can't be touched. People jump into these metaverses simply to quote unquote be. So people can be, as we say, in this digital plane that is the metaverse, but this happens in harmony with our physical plane. It doesn't replace it. Therefore, commerce that connects between the two, the digital and the physical, especially in a way supported by decentralization and blockchain, is something of an absolute requirement for this experience to continue developing. I have purchased digital to physical items in the past, including recently. In all of these instances, what I noticed is that the required amount of trust was very high. And for that reason, I tend to only perform such transactions when I consider them either very low risk or when I feel that my trading partner is very trustworthy. For D2P transactions to improve, maybe even become a norm, and to succeed, specifically in the decentralized space, I would say that suppliers and manufacturers will eventually need to change the way that they perceive markets, consumers, perhaps even society. We saw some of those paradigm shifts with NFTs in the first quarter of 2021, for example. I also believe that oracles and other information connectors will likely play a very significant role in that happening. Brands can benefit from the metaverse because the fun thing about it is that it's kind of like an alternate reality, right? But we're the ones that write that reality. So imagine how much fun you can have as a brand finding ways to advertise or seek exposure in a world where you can bend gravity, or where you can gamify the marketing and exposure experience, or where information is naturally anonymous but also widely accessible. In the end, the metaverse is just, it's another channel where brands can sell their products, the physical products, with Boson's help. But as opposed to the real world or even your average website, there are far more creative means by which to do so. We are seeing an increase in commerce in the metaverse, or the various aspects of it, so to speak, more for digital items, primarily for obvious reasons. But yes, you see it for physical goods too. I believe that part of the reason for that is because the technology just hasn't been there to support it until now, which is, part of what Boson Protocol is attempting to change. When solutions such as Boson are introduced, they will tend to invent completely new markets, in my opinion, such as the nature of disruption. Shopping is going to change. So if you think about it historically, once upon a time, there was no other means, or there was no other way by which to go shopping. You had to go physically to a store and pay for something and pick it up. Then you had slightly more developed methods with which to do that, like telesales, and you had mail order forms. Eventually, you had the internet, right? And you had websites, which gives you a digital version of the storefront, literally. What we're experiencing now is a transition into the metaverse version of that. Today, you have websites that offer you products which you can't get in store. You may eventually find products in the Metaverse store or the Metaverse experience you can't get anywhere else. That means that in order to get that product, you have to be in the Metaverse. That's going to completely change the way that we perceive shopping. It just further connects the Metaverse and the physical universe, and how our experiences in one is an extension of the other. It's very exciting.